Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day here at my outdoor Guppy setup. Early morning, I prepare frozen dapnya for my Guppies outdoor. It's still frozen and cold, so I place it inside the tub with warm water in it to warm the frozen dapnya before feeding my Guppies. Anyway, yesterday, I decided to hatch BBS eggs. So it's been 24 hours already and it should be ready for harvest now. Here at the bottom, I decided to use an air hose and air bulb so it's easier to harvest baby brine shrimp. So when harvesting, all I need to do is loosen the valve and baby brine shrimps will flow out immediately. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is remove the aerator first. Once we remove the aerator, water movement will stop and empty eggshells will float while baby brine shrimps will sink to the bottom. As you can see, thousands of newly hatched brine shrimps are swimming, making it look like an orange juice. For the meantime, while waiting for the baby brine shrimps, let's take this chance to collect some dead leaves that are floating on my outdoor tubs. There's a tree in my neighbor's yard and the branches are extending through our fence, so dead leaves keep falling inside my tubs. I'm not sure if it's okay to cut down the branches that go inside our fence, so for the meantime, I'll just keep doing what I usually do. Dead leaves are not toxic though, so it's really fine for me to fall dead leaves to my outdoor tub. As you can see, some dead leaves sink to the bottom. And I really think it mimics the wild environment for guppies. So I think I'll keep it that way. This tub is where I place my old Dumbo mosaic breeders. And there's a lot of dead leaves here as well. So let's go ahead and collect those leaves using this net. By the way, these 4 tubs right here are all vacant. Most of the guppies I have here before were already sold out. And then the remaining guppies, around 10 pieces, unfortunately died due to rainy season that we are experiencing right now. Luckily, it isn't raining today, so I was able to do a vlog here at my outdoor setup. Anyway, I'm planning to reset up this tub again. So the first thing that we need to do is remove this guppy grass that I have in this tub. I really like how this grass grow in this tub. They look very healthy. Unfortunately, I can't use this grass anymore since there were sick guppies in this tub before. And it's very risky to transfer it to a different tub because it might spread the viruses that I have in this tub. So everything in this tub will be thrown away. Now let's go ahead and pour all the water out inside this tub. After emptying the first tub, I realized these tubs are too heavy when full of water. So I decided to get a pail and use it to take out water from the tub. By the way, I do have a mild scoliosis, so I can't carry things that are too heavy. After pouring all the tubs, I decided to wash my hand to rinse possible viruses I got from cleaning the large tubs. It's been past 10 minutes and most of the brine shrimp stays at the bottom already. Now let's go ahead and harvest baby brine shrimps. I'm using this blue container to collect all of them. Again, we will only take enough amount to feed our baby guppies today. After collecting enough brine shrimps, I'll make sure to tighten the air valve again to stop the flow. I then wash and rinse the net thoroughly. Prepare another clean cup and fill it up with fresh water. Now let's go ahead and catch all the baby brine shrimps using the net that we washed earlier. The water that we used to hatch BBS eggs is high in ammonia, so we need to separate the water and brine shrimps. After collecting all baby brine shrimps, we then transfer it to a clean cup with fresh water in it. Now as you can see, we still have few brine shrimps left here in the net, so we will feed it to our guppies because, you know, BBS is very expensive. Also with a blue container, you can see numbers of brine shrimps sticking on it, and I don't want to waste that, so let's go ahead and feed it to our guppies as well. After a few minutes, these are the brine shrimps that we harvest from our small hatchery, and you can see tiny proteins swimming inside this cup. Earlier, we placed this frozen dapnya inside this tub with warm water, and our frozen dapnya is warm already. For those who are not familiar with these two live foods, there is a difference between its color. Brine shrimps look like orange or yellowish, while dapnya looks like reddish brown something. When talking about the price, BBS is more expensive and it's always available online, whereas dapnya is much cheaper, but the availability of this food is very limited since they are taken from the wild and some areas don't have wild dapnya. Anyway, let's go ahead and feed our baby guppies with baby brine shrimps, starting with our baby purple ivory mosaic half moon guppies in this tub. Then, we have baby Dombuair mosaic half moon guppies as well in this tub. We have juvenile American pink white grass guppies in this tub. Juvenile Dombuair mosaic half moon guppies in this tub. And we also feed my not so juvenile because they are already young adult female 24K full gold gullwing ribbon guppy in this tub. For Dapnia, we will feed it to our adult guppies starting from my purple ivory mosaic half moon breeders in this tub. We already feed them with brine shrimp leftovers from the net and blue container earlier, so I guess they are full already, so that's why they don't show interest in Dapnia anymore. Anyway, let's continue feeding Dapnia to my beautiful full gold guppies in this tub. My Dombuair red tail as well. My Dombuair mosaic guppy breeders in this tub. Another tub of Dombuair mosaic breeders. And my adult American pink white grass guppies. I still have Dapnia and brine shrimps left, so we will put the cover on top. By the way, I still have baby brine shrimps left in the hatchery and all of them gather at the bottom. So now let's go ahead and harvest the remaining baby brine shrimps. After collecting them, we separate the brine shrimps and water, just like what we did earlier, and place the remaining brine shrimps into the white cup. Since the other white cup doesn't have a cover, I decided to transfer it to a different cup and put the cover on, so we will store the remaining Dapnia and brine shrimps and we will place it back to the freezer so we can still feed it the next day. After collecting all brine shrimps, my little hatchery is full of empty eggshells, so I'll make sure to wash and rinse the hatchery before using it again. Since I already stored the remaining brine shrimps in the freezer, I will no longer hatch BBS eggs for tomorrow. If you remember, we still have vacant layer in my second multi-layer rack. So yesterday, I decided to buy 2 small tubs, of course, without asking permission from my wife since she will get angry anyway. Let's vacate the rack first before setting up our new tubs here on top. As you can see, these tubs have wheels on the bus, so it won't sit in the rack properly. So we will find a way to cut it down and make sure these tubs will sit on this rack properly. I took an old knife and heated it for a while and used it to cut the plastic. Knife is very hot, so it's easier to penetrate the plastic immediately without breaking it. I decided to use 2 different knives. So when one stopped penetrating the plastic, then I'll have to use the other one. After 10 minutes, I was able to remove the bumps at the bottom, and as you can see, it's plain already, and that is just what we want. It's a new tub, so we will just wash and rinse it immediately before using it. After rinsing, let's go ahead and place our new tubs here. Now you can see the tub sits still properly, and I'm very much confident that it won't slide or fall now. Let's go ahead and fill it up with fresh water from the tub. This is not real distilled water. This is an empty 10 liters bottle, and I just fill it up with tap water and use it to fill up our new tubs. These tubs are 28 liter capacity, so we will refill the bottle 3 times to fill up the tubs completely. After 10 minutes, we were able to fill up the 2 tubs with fresh water from the top, and in order to condition the water, we will add 1 to 2 tablespoons of rock salt each tub. Then mix the salt well by dissolving it. Rock salt kills possible bad bacteria that is present in the water, and it also enhances good bacteria to grow. After dissolving the salt, we just need to wait 7 days before we can release our guppies here. By the way, if you remember last month, I made a DIY fish tub using empty water bottles, and then we placed guppies in it. And what's very surprising is that there are a couple of baby guppies I saw in this tub. By the way, this tub is where I placed 2 female Dombuair mosaic breeders. And for those who don't know, female guppies can still give birth without the presence of the male guppy. So today, I'm gonna catch all baby guppies inside this tub. Not sure how many baby guppies I have here, but I'm very excited because these guppies are quality half moon Dombuair mosaic. Due to a lot of guppy grass that I have in this tub, some baby guppies were hiding and I am unable to spot them properly, so I decided to remove some of the grass plants out from the tub and transfer it to the other tubs. So I've taken out all grass in this spot, although the water is greenish, but we can still see the 2 female Dombuair mosaic half moon breeders. After 5 minutes, I was able to catch 10 baby Dombuair mosaic guppies from the tub. Now let's go ahead and transfer the baby guppies to a white cup so we can clearly see them. After catching all the baby guppies, I decided to take out 50% of the old water since water is about to turn green already. I then top it up with fresh water. I'm using tap water because it contains lots of minerals that plants need to grow so that the water will not turn green. Net is very dirty after using it to catch the baby guppies, so we make sure to wash and rinse it thoroughly. If you remember, I placed my rare blue dragon guppy breeders in this tub. Unfortunately, until now, they haven't produced baby guppies yet, so I decided I will transfer them to a much bigger tub with lots of guppy grass plants. Anyway, I set up this tub almost a month ago, and I'm not sure which guppies I should place here, so I think it's going to be a perfect breeding tub for my rare blue dragon guppies. There's only a few plants here, so we will put additional guppy grass here. Luckily, I have a tub here that is full of guppy grass, so we will trim maybe 15 stems here, and then we will place it in this container because we will rinse it first with fresh water. We don't want the plant to get damaged, so we will gently press it to remove dirt sticking on the grass. Then, we will pour the water out from the container while keeping the guppy grass plants. It depends on you if you still want to acclimate the plants, but guppy grass are low-tech and hardy plants, so you can introduce it to a different tub right away without acclimating. After placing all the plants, let's go ahead and acclimate our pair of blue dragon guppies in this tub for about 15 minutes. As you can see, blue dragons are very stunning even when viewed on top. So we still have another female blue dragon that I placed in this tub. So we will also catch her and bring her to the breeding tub. Finally, we were able to catch her, and this guppy likes to jump, so we are very careful while moving her to the breeding tub. After transferring the blue dragon guppies to the different tub, let's top up the tub first with fresh water. Now these two tubs are vacant. I'm planning to transfer my baby Dombuair mosaic guppies here. Since our vacant tubs are small, we will divide the baby guppies into two groups because they will participate in the singing contest. Joke, we will transfer them to a smaller grow out tub, so it's important to limit number of fry each tub. This way, each tub will only contain 5 baby guppies to grow them properly. It is rainy season here in the Philippines, so I'm planning to put a cover on the side so it can protect the tubs and my multi-layer wrap. Yesterday, I bought tarpaulin and I'm planning to use it to cover the tubs. It's very affordable and it only cost me $2, but I'm not sure how much it costs from your place. Now let's go ahead and install the shade on top. After 5 minutes, I was able to install the shade, and I'm pretty sure rain won't hit the tubs anymore. After acclimating my blue dragon breeders, it's now safe to release them to their new home. Surprisingly, one of the female already jumped as expected. Now let's see if she jumped into the tub and hopefully not outside the tub. So upon checking, I saw her at the bottom already. Anyway, let's go ahead and release the pair of blue dragon guppies to the tub. We finished acclimating the baby Dombuair mosaic guppies as well. So let's go ahead and release them to their new home. First, we will release the blue cap. So there are 5 fry here. And then the next is the white cap. Unfortunately, there are only 3 of them here. And we will check the tub. Maybe the other fry had escaped already earlier. While checking, there are 4 guppy fry here at the bottom. And then the pea fry is here as well. So there are 5 of them in this tub. For the meantime, we will let the large tub dry first before I start to set it up again because we will still need to wash and clean it first. I'm out of time already, but I will set up these tubs again next week. So that's all for today. I hope you like this video and thanks for watching.